When an automatic scrubber is not used, the floor should be dust mopped as described previously. Then, prepare the cleaning solution with cold water. Submerge the mop into the bucket. Wring out the mop, allowing it to drip excess solution into the bucket. Mop the entire floor using the figure 8 pattern, rinsing the mop frequently in the clean solution and wringing it out. Whether you're using an automatic scrubber or the damp mop method to clean the floor, always allow the floor to dry completely before removing the wet floor signs. Clean and store the equipment you used promptly and properly. This includes rinsing thoroughly with hot water all mops, buckets, floor pads, the solution and pickup tanks in the automatic scrubber, and any other equipment you've used. After rinsing, all equipment should be wiped down well. To properly maintain static dust mops, shake over a barrel. Then, using a nylon pot brush, brush daily to remove lint and other soil. On a weekly basis, wet wash the mop heads with water only. Then hang them up and let them drip dry. If you are using traditional dust mops, these should be brushed out nightly as well. Periodically, they should be changed out or washed. Ask your supervisor for the schedule to change dust mops. If your supervisor has informed you that spray buffing or propane burnishing are a part of the routine maintenance required for your area, then you will need to place wet floor signs out again to designate where you will be working. You will need to spray a fine mist of the spray buff solution over 4 feet of work area. Using a high-speed floor machine with the appropriate pad, burnish the area until the floor is clean and dry. Only 1 or 2 passes should be necessary to accomplish this. Turn the pad frequently. When both sides of the pad are clogged, replace it with a clean pad. Continue this process until the work area is completed. Dust mop the floor and check other horizontal surfaces, such as baseboards, for dust from the spray buffing procedure. Remove wet floor signs and clean and place all equipment in their proper places. When using a propane machine, check the oil and make sure there is fuel in the tank. Always follow operating instructions in the equipment manual for starting, operating, and maintenance procedures. You should use personal protective equipment, such as ear protectors, eye goggles, and a surgical mask. Remember, anytime you are using a propane machine, you should make sure there is adequate ventilation. Next, install the appropriate pad and check the belt for tension. Do not operate the machine at wide open throttle. A 3/4 throttle is all that is required. After the machine reaches operation temperature, lower the pad slowly to contact the floor. Do not bear down on the machine. Allow the machine to seek out its own natural pressure for burnishing. Burnish the work area until the floor is to its desired gloss level. Again, only 1 or 2 passes should be necessary. Turn the pad. When both sides are dirty, replace it with a clean one. At the end of each use, turn off the machine's propane tank before you disconnect it. Put the tank in its proper designated place, which is usually outside the building. Dust mop the floor after burnishing and clean other horizontal and vertical surfaces where dust from the burnishing may have landed. Clean the recoil filter by shaking it. Don't rinse it off with water. Clean the floor pads by spraying them off with hot water, then hang them to dry. Store all equipment and supplies in their proper places. For effective weekly maintenance, follow the same procedures as daily maintenance, except when auto scrubbing, you'll use the Cleaner Restorer solution instead of the neutral cleaner solution. That's because neutral cleaning solution acts on just the top surface of the floor, but the Cleaner Restorer solution more deeply penetrates the floor surface and allows for the removal of scuffs and embedded dirt. Use the same procedure and mixing ratios for weekly maintenance as you do for daily maintenance. Just simply substitute the Cleaner Restorer solution for the neutral cleaning solution whether you use standard or super concentrated ratios. When weekly restoring won't return the floor to its original high gloss appearance, it's time to deep scrub and recoat. Deep scrubbing and recoating will help correct any problem areas on the floor such as black marks and embedded dirt, and restore the floor to a like-new appearance with minimum effort. So, to start the deep scrubbing and recoating process, dilute the restorer with cool water as recommended on the label directions. Next, put a blue or green pad on your auto scrubber. Apply the restorer solution to the work area and be sure the squeegees are down and the vacuum is on. After auto scrubbing the floor, you'll need to rinse with clean, cool water. Be sure to mop up the water trails and streaks left by the scrubber. Apply the high-speed floor finish on the area with the clean floor finish mop. Allow appropriate time listed on the label directions for the floor finish to dry. Apply up to 1 to 2 coats in the same time period to achieve a high gloss appearance. Weather conditions can affect drying time significantly. Be sure to allow for proper dry time between coats before allowing traffic in the work area. Again, make sure you have properly displayed wet floor signs in your work area. So there you have it, the steps to maintain your floors on a daily and weekly basis. Sweep and dust mop thoroughly. Damp mop or auto scrub with a neutral cleaner diluted in cold water. And spray buff or use a cleaner restorer to bring back the high shine appearance of your floors. And, on a periodic basis, deep scrubbing with a cleaner restorer in cold water and then recoating with a coat of high-speed floor finish will bring back the full luster and gloss level of your original floor. As with any cleaning activity, clean and organize your work area and make sure you keep a check on supplies and reorder when necessary. If you have any questions or need help with your cleaning tasks, ask your supervisor. Maintaining hard floors is an important responsibility of your position. A clean environment leaves a first and lasting impression on the students, faculty, and general public using it.